Hello everyone, welcome to my channel CSE Pathshala. We were studying about Python for machine learning and data science, and in this tutorial we will study about NumPy, logs and summation. So if we talk about logs or logarithms, NumPy provides functions to perform log at the base 2, e and 10. And also if we want to take log of any base, we can do it by creating a custom universal function or ufunc. All the log functions will place INF or INF in the elements if the log cannot be computed. Okay, so in a generalized way, we can say that NumPy provides log to the base 2, e and 10. If you want to create a log from our side, yes, we can do this with the help of a universal function ufunc. And if it happens that we cannot or we are not able to find a log of any of the number, then it will generate an INF or information for that particular condition. Okay, so let's consider the first thing, that is log at base 2. So if we want to calculate the log to the base 2, we use a function like log 2. Okay, so let's consider an example and implement it on Jupyter Notebook. Alright, so here it is. Fine, import numpy as np, arr equal to np dot arrange 1 to 10. Okay, so we are taking the numbers from 1 to 10, that means including 1 and excluding 10. And then what we are doing, we are finding the log of or log to the base 2 of each and every element or item in this array. Okay, so let's save this code and run this code. Alright, so here it is. These are the logarithmic values of 1 to 9 including. Okay, and respectively you can see also, for example, log to the base 2 of 1 is 0, log to the base 2 of 2 is 1, and so on. Alright, now if you want to calculate log at base 10, we use a function that is log 10 to perform this operation. So let's consider one more code and then we will see. Okay, so here it is. Import numpy as np, arr equal to np dot arrange 1 to 10, print np dot log 10 arr. Okay, so here we are calculating the log 10 values. So let's save this code and run this code. So here are the values for the log 10 and we are giving the elements from 1 to 9 including. Alright, so the next thing is, if you want to calculate log to the base e or the natural log, we can take a function that is log to perform this operation. Okay, so let's consider one more code to understand this. Alright, so here it is. Import numpy as np arr equal to np dot arrange 1 to 10. Then we are printing the values for np dot log arr. Okay, so let's that is log to the base e. Okay, so let's save this code and run this code. Alright, so here are respectively the values. Okay, now if you want to calculate log at any base, okay, see, NumPy does not provide any such kind of functionality that will be able to calculate the log to any base. But yes, we can do this thing with the help of from pyfunc, that is we have already discussed in our previous tutorial in universal functions, that we can create a function with the help of this from py function along with inbuilt function we will use here, that is mat.log, with 2 input parameters and 1 output parameter. Okay, so let's consider one code to implement this, how to perform the operation. Alright, so here it is. From math, import log, import numpy as np log. Okay, so this is our function which we are creating. Okay, and this is equal to np dot from pyfunc. Here we are taking a function that is log from math library. Okay, we are taking 2 here, that means we are taking 2 inputs and 1, which means we want to give 1 output. Okay, and the next we are performing operation, that is np log 10 15. Okay, that means these are the two inputs. Here it will perform log 100 to the base 15. Okay, and the function here, the named is, that is np log. Okay, so we have changed our named np log function into a log function. Okay, and then we are performing log operation of any base. Okay, so here it is 15, and then we are printing its value. Okay, so this all happened with the help of from py function. To know more about from py function, kindly see my previous tutorials. Okay, so let's save this code and run this code. So here it is. This is the value of log 100 to the base 15. Alright, now the next thing is numpy summations. Now if we talk about the difference between summation and addition, it's quite clear that addition is done between the two arguments, whereas the summation happens over all the n number of elements. For example, if you want to add the values in ARR1 to the values of ARR2, so let's consider a code where we perform a universal function, that is add. Okay, so here it is, import numpy as np. This is ARR1 and its value is equal to np.array, that is 1 2 3. ARR2, its value is np.array 1 2 3 again. New ARR, this is your new array, in which we are assigning the values of addition of ARR1 with addition of ARR2, and that means respectively the values of each. Okay, by add operation. Print new ARR, we are printing it. So let's save this code and run this code. So here it is 2 4 6, that means 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 2 is 4, and 3 plus 3 is 6. So it's a straightforward addition. Now if we talk about the summation, how summation is different from addition, so let's consider a code. Alright, so here it is. Now import numpy as np, again we are taking the two arrays, that is ARR1 and ARR2 with the same values 1 2 3. Okay, and then we are performing summation or sum. So new ARR equal to np.sum ARR1 comma ARR2, then we are printing its value. So let's see how the summation works. Let's save this code and run this code. Alright, so we got only single output. Okay, and that is the sum of all the elements of ARR1 and ARR2. So here the sum is 1 plus 2, 3 plus 3 is 6, here also 6, so 6 plus 6 is 12. So this is the result of summation. Alright, now if you want to take a summation over an axis, for example, if it has been specified that we are working on axis equal to 1, okay, so numpy will sum all the numbers on this axis. Okay, that means it will calculate the sum of the numbers in each array. So how it's possible? So let's consider a code where we need to find the summation over axis 1. So here it is. Alright. Now import numpy as np, again we are taking the same arrays ARR1, ARR2 with respectively the same values 1, 2 and 3. Now we are giving a condition here, that is with an argument. For example, here new ARR equal to np dot summation ARR1, ARR2, but axis equal to 1. So about axis 1 we need to calculate the summation. Okay, and then we are printing its value. So let's save this code and run this code. So here it is. So all the elements on axis 1 are added. So respectively the element of array 1, they are present on the first axis, they are added. So its result is 6. Also for ARR2, its element is also on axis 1. Okay, so actually it's a 1D array now. So as per the definition of 1D array, these elements are considered on axis 1, and respectively the output is the sum of all those elements. So here is also 6 and here is also 6, so we got the output as 6 6. Okay, now if you want to calculate the cumulative sum, so cumulative sum means partially adding the elements in an array. Okay, and how it's been done? For example, if you want to calculate the partial sum of 1 2 3 4 array, so it would be like 1. Okay, then 1 plus 2, that is 3, then 1 plus 2 plus 3, that is 6, and then 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, that is 10. Okay, so this is the partial addition. Okay, so let's consider one code where we will perform partial sum, or come sum function. Okay, so here it is. Alright, so let's implement it here. Import numpers np arr equal to np dot array 1 2 3. So we are taking one array and then we are performing the come sum or the cumulative sum of it. Okay, so new arr equal to np dot come sum arr, then we are printing its value. Okay, so let's save this code and run this code. So here it is. First element is as it is 1, then the next element is 1 plus 2 is 3, and the next element is 1 plus 2 plus 3, that is 6. Okay, so this is how we calculate cumulative sum. So that's all for this tutorial. We will come up with more exciting tutorials. Thanks for watching. Kindly do subscribe to my channel.